You're live. Oh, I suppose I should sit up, really, as a sign of respect for doing a live video. Can't be laying down. Welcome, guys. Welcome to my channel, Glen. My name's Glenn. It's my cryptocurrency. I'm trying to vlog as I go along what happens with my cryptocurrency. So I've been in this space now for about, oh look, colour signs there, a bit of Formula 1 action. I've been in Formula 1. I've been in cryptocurrency now for, well, since the end of October last year. So November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So it's actually 7 months now. And obviously in that 7 months, there's been lots of ups, lots of downs. And at the moment, one of them's a down. So I've just checked my Blockfolio app. I can't show you because unfortunately my laptop is completely broken. Like, it won't turn on or anything. So I'm not going to be able to do my normal live stream videos that I normally do from the crypto cave, which is at the end of the garden there. So I'm going to have to use my phone. So I'm sorry if you you get annoyed with me walking about. I like to walk and talk. Yeah, so I checked my Blockfolio app today and yesterday as well. Yesterday, everything seemed to be down by, I would say by about 5%. There was a few things that were up. I think OX was one of them. I think EOS was just tinkering on sort of just being even for 24 hours. But there was only a few. I think even Envium went up, actually. I shared in the Telegram group, which if you want to be a part of, it's in the description down below. Click on that link. I've noticed more people joining. It seems that I've noticed that my YouTube channel and the Telegram group seem to be becoming more and more popular over the last week or so. So I don't know if that's because there's so much news around cryptocurrency going to be going up in May. Everyone's talking about this consensus obviously event that's going to be happening in America, where everyone gets together and they all talk about blockchain and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all the new ICOs and stuff like that. Apparently it's going to have, like, over the last couple of years have only been like 1,000 people have gone to it. This one's like 4,500 people are attending. So it seems cryptocurrency is getting bigger and bigger. And obviously over the years, and I've been talking about this for a couple of months now, generally cryptocurrency for the year tends to start like picking up its pace starting from May. So I'm not expecting Bitcoin to be worth like $30,000 next week or anything, but we should start seeing it increase in value starting from mid-May, potentially up until, you know, if we look at last year, sort of end of November. So you're talking about a good, well, 6 months. So obviously it's going to have ups and downs in that period. I'm sure there'll be a bubble pop at some point as well. But that's generally, not only I'm saying this, and you may be watching it thinking, Glenn, you don't know what you're talking about. That seems to be the mentality of a lot of YouTubers, news articles online, lots of cryptocurrency websites. They're all talking about this big bull run starting from May. And to coincide with that, obviously we're getting close to it now. Today's May the 10th. So I think that consensus thing starts on the 14th, is the first lot of conferences and that. So we're about 4 days away. Now, obviously, today is Friday, so we've got Saturday, Sunday, which are normally sort of, weekends are a bit of a downtime for cryptocurrency, normally dip days. But today, everything's down a lot. My Blockfolio was worth, my total portfolio of cryptocurrencies was worth $2,600, probably a week ago or so. And I've just checked it now and it's worth $1,620. So it's literally down $1,000 in the last 2 days. Everything seems to be down like 15 to 16% in the last 24 hours, which is huge. Huge, big downtrend. Now, what I was thinking is, while I was looking at it, I looked at it and then I looked at the calendar and I thought, oh, and we've got Saturday, Sunday coming up. And then starting from Monday, we have obviously, or Tuesday, sorry, we have the consensus conference where obviously everyone's expecting, you know, loads of announcements to come out, loads of updates, getting investors excited. They start pumping money into it. So I'm thinking, is it going to go down even more over the next 2 days? Then obviously it'll be, you should see then things at its cheapest that it's going to be for the rest, maybe the rest of this year, maybe. So therefore, I don't know, what's the best thing to do? Is it to cash everything out for, you know, US dollar or euros or British pounds now, and then buy back in on Sunday? Are we going to see are we going to have a downtrend for the next 2-3 days? That's what I'm really trying to suggest. And then obviously buy back sort of first thing Monday morning, in preparation for obviously Tuesday, when this conference is going to start kicking off, and there's going to be news articles, there's going to be buzz news, and will we see an uptrend in cryptocurrency? That's my feeling. That's what I feel is probably going to happen. Normally when I get feelings like that and I don't actually follow through with it, I normally kick myself. So I don't know, what do you guys think? I just thought I'd go live while I was sitting here not doing much, see what your thoughts were. Let's catch up with what you guys are saying. I have to read this off my phone and they disappear after a second or so, so I have to catch up. Stray for Time says, you'll be all right. What happened, Glenn? Just when you feel sick about it, it goes up. Don't worry, bud. Stay positive and think long term. Could be 3 weeks. Yeah, so I am staying quite positive. I'm not being negative. Obviously, I'm just stating a fact that I have lost $1,000 worth of net worth of cryptocurrency in the last 3 days. Hasn't bothered me too much. It's not like I've checked it and thought, fuck, I've lost $1,000, because it's only $1,000 that I gained while things were going up over the last couple of weeks. So really, if you think about it, it's, I know you shouldn't think like this, but it's, I was going to say made up money, but not so much that. But like, you know, when you gamble, you put $10 or £10 down on the blackjack table and you get $20 back. At that point you think, oh, I don't care if I lose this tenner, because, you know, I only started off with a tenner anyway. So I'm not actually down in terms of my actual real money that I've put into the system, but I am down if I'd cashed out maybe 3 days ago and then bought back. So maybe I suppose if I thought about it ahead of time, you could say, well, Glenn, if you suspect everything's going to go up starting from mid-May, shouldn't you have cashed out when everything was up so high? But you can never pick the right time, I suppose. There's always a time where you've got to say, actually, it's probably a good time to cash out. It could be a week. I think right now it's just best not to do anything. Yeah, and that's the other side of it. The other side of me sort of just thinks, do you know what, just leave it, because if one of them go up in value over the next couple of days, in that time, I'm going to kick myself. But I'll share it. If you're not part of my Telegram group, click the link down below. It's a super chat, so anyone can join in, and it's all free, and you can obviously chat to me there. I'm going to share my blockfolio just so everyone's got a snippet of what I've got. So I'm going to take screenshots and post them in there. So join the Telegram group if you're not already, and you can check out my portfolio. It's a bit of a mess, actually. I need to update it because I keep adding things and deleting things and moving stuff about. Like today, I bought... The last 3 times I've woke up, I've checked Twitter. I generally check Twitter when I wake up. And Binance, that seems to be the time, the exact time, about 7:30 AM in UK time. Seems to be the time that Binance announced we are now going to be doing, or we now support whatever coin. So today was Argur, or something like that. Which the actual code for that, or the actual abbreviation for it, is REP, R-E-P. Now, the last 3 times they've done this, I've not done anything about it. Hang on, let me just put this on a... I've got like a gorilla stand thing. The last few times that they've announced something like this, I've done nothing about it. I've just watched it and I see the coin go up 100% in a day. Or the last one, what was the last one? Was it Bitcoin that went up like 120% or something like that? Another coin went up sort of like 55, I think Loom Network. It went up 45% the first day, then 40% the next day, and then 40% the next day. I thought, oh, fuck, why didn't I buy? You know, and it happened 3 times to me now in the last week or so. And I know this tends, people will be watching this going, oh, duh, Glenn, you know, it's been going on for ages. But when I first got into cryptocurrency, I didn't have a Binance account. And I know that there was always like, oh, if a coin gets announced on Binance, that's it, it goes to the moon. And everyone... Any ERC20 token or coin that's generated at the minute, the key thing is, you know, when are you going to get listed on Binance? That's what everyone wants to know. So anyway, I've been checking, like, I check Twitter every morning, and I saw today it said, oh, we now accept Argo or Rep, whatever you want to call it. You're FOMOing pretty hard. Yes, I am. But this was just, I'm not going all in or anything. This was like about... this morning I thought, oh, do you know what? I'm actually going to try and take part in this one. So I actually went to my Binance account. As you guys know, I created a Binance account. I put in $200 at the time worth of Bitcoin, and between you and me, like Team BitGlen, we all sort of put in like, oh yeah, you should buy some of this, some of this, some of this. So I bought, I don't know, 10 coins, about $20 to $25 each, something like that, of different coins. So one of them was Monero. Monero seemed to be one of the least down when I checked it this morning. So I thought, right, I'll cash out my Monero to Bitcoin. And then I tried doing Bitcoin to this new coin that was being announced that morning, Rep or Argo. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. So it took me a while to cash the Bitcoin out for the Monero into Bitcoin for some reason. I was doing it on my phone, which Binance on mobile phones is pretty crappy. And then it wouldn't go through for some reason. I assume because the price was fluctuating quite a bit, so I had to cancel the order. Then I placed another one. It went through straight away, so I got my Bitcoin back. Then I went over to this Rep, and you couldn't buy it. It wouldn't allow you. It had no history. It wouldn't give you the option to buy it. Everything was just 0, 0, 0. So I actually went for a McDonald's breakfast. You can see I'm putting on the weight. Look at that double chin. Went for a breakfast, dropped the kids off school, came back, and then I thought I'd check it again. It did. It was already started to increase. This was a couple of hours ago, actually. I haven't checked it since. So I'm going to leave it until probably this evening and see if obviously I've gained this, 40% gains. And obviously I'll let you guys know. I won't do a video about it, but I'll post it in the Telegram group. So I'm hoping, that was about an hour and a half ago that I'd done it, 2 hours ago. I don't know what it's up by now, and I can't really check while I'm on this live video, which is a shame. I prefer doing it all on my laptop, but never mind. And I'm hoping that maybe I'll probably cash out of that coin maybe tomorrow morning and see what I actually gain out of it. See if it was worth doing the whole experience. By the time you take in the fees, with Binance, and time you trade it for Bitcoin back again, I'll see and actually record whether it was worth doing or not. So I'll let you guys know that. And if it does work out well, then obviously I'll make sure that I basically try and do it every time. But I assume obviously a lot of people think do exactly the same thing. So hence why there is such a big pump and dump the first day it's on there. But I thought I'd give it a go. The negative thing for the last couple of days, Z Classic. Z Classic. As you guys may have remembered, I actually cashed out about $800 worth of Bitcoin and converted it into Z Classic. The reason for that was, yet again, for the second time in my cryptocurrency career, there's going to be a hard fork between Bitcoin and Z Classic. Obviously, Z Classic's a lot cheaper than buying a Bitcoin, so I already owned about 3 or 4 Z Classic anyway, so I thought, oh, I'm going to get this new Bitcoin Anonymous anyway. But already I've seen more of Bitcoin Anonymous than I ever saw of Bitcoin Private. The only thing I had with Bitcoin Private was their bitcoin.org. That was it. Bitcoinprivate.org webpage. This Bitcoin Anonymous have already been on, obviously, a Crypto Traders YouTube video. They've been on a couple of other YouTube videos. They've made an official announcement. They've got an official website. They've got a roadmap. They've got a plan. They've already worked out what day they're going to make announcements and upgrades. So it seems like they've really got their heads screwed on, and they've basically said, look, we really like the idea of Bitcoin Private, but we think it's been implemented shittily. So we're going to basically do the same, but we're going to have a slight few tweaks. They're having like master nodes and stuff like that. So I thought, oh, do you know what? Z Classic's now at $20 or 20. I think I bought it at $24. It went down because it had quite a big pump, didn't it, for a bit. So I thought, oh, Z Classic's on the up. They said that the hard fork's going to take place in September. So we're in, let's say, mid-May now. So you got June, July, August, September. So only about 4 months. In 4 months' time, we're going to have this Bitcoin Anonymous hard fork from Z Classic. So I bought $800 worth, which got me 33 coins, Z Classic. But that has tanked hard. Like, out of all the coins I've got, that one has gone down like 10% every day the last 3 days. And I think currently it's at minus 15%. I think it's worth, I was reading a Twitter last night and someone put, oh, Z Classic's going to go all the way down to 11 cents. I thought, fucking hell, I hope not. That's $800 just down the drain. Obviously, I wish that I'd bought in now, because obviously I'd get double the amount. I'd have 60 something, but you could always think like that, I suppose. But that is, yeah, that's a bit disheartening, really. It's down to about, I think, $12 the last time I checked. So it's literally half. So my $800 is now $400. So obviously that's a big chunk of that $1,000 that I've lost in Z Classic alone. It's actually one. Every time I think of losing money because of Z Classic, which obviously has been going on now for a while, I just think, Glenn, you idiot, why'd you fall for it a second time? God damn it. So who knows? Maybe it will pay off later on in the year. Obviously, if we have this big run up like I'm expecting, I'm just assuming, this is not financial advice, I'm assuming that $1,000 that I've lost over the last few days, I will probably gain back over the course of a week, maybe 2 weeks. And I'm hoping Z Classic does go up. I really do, because I was reading somewhere that when the price of a coin is going up because of a hard fork, the price of it goes up to the amount that people are willing to pay for this new coin. So let's just say I release Bitcoin Glen, forking off of Bitcoin, let's just say. Oh, not Bitcoin. That's a rough example. It's going to fork off Monero. Now, let's say that people thought, oh, do you know what? I'd be willing to pay $500 for one of them coins. It's got a really good project, really good white paper. There's only 1 million of them in circulation. All of a sudden, the price of Monero for before that hard fork snapshot took place, would go up to $500 a coin, because that's what people are willing to pay for that coin. Now, as we saw with Z Classic last time, Z Classic went up to, it did go up to about $200 at one point, but then before the snapshot it dropped off and it went down to about $100, $120. So in my mind, Bitcoin private at some point, I would assume, is going to be worth $100. Now, there's no reason for that. They don't deserve to be worth. They have to obviously work to get that, you know, valuation, I suppose. Which I believe they are at the moment. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but since they got rid of Nobed, can't remember his name. Bitcoin private seem to be banging out the updates. Every time I check Twitter, they're like, we've just teamed up with this person, we've just done this, we've just released our update, we've just, you know, and they're bringing out, you know, quite a decent stream of updates. So I don't, whatever's changed in that project, they're on it now. So maybe we'll see Bitcoin private maybe worth $100 one day, especially if it hits a few more exchanges. Then obviously Bitcoin Anonymous, the guys that are running Bitcoin Anonymous, they seem pretty hot on it. So as long as they get some, they've already said, look, we've already, even before the project's announced, we've already been in talks with several exchanges. But I'm sure every coin says that. And they're saying that they're going to be released on decent exchanges quite early on. So if that happens, I can imagine Bitcoin Anonymous being worth, you know, more than $20. So obviously this time round I feel a bit more confident about it because I'm on the other side of that scale. I've bought when Z Classic is cheap and I'm hoping it will go up in value, whereas last time I bought when it was at its highest and obviously then it forked. So this time round I'm on the other flip of that scale. If this is the dilemma that I will have, if Z Classic does go up to, let's say before September, it goes up to, I don't know, $150 per coin. Do I cash out then, or do I wait for the hard fork? Now, as soon as the hard fork happens, Z Classic's going to tank. But will the new coin be worth that much? That I don't know. I'll probably cash out and, well, actually, I'm going to be in a lose-lose situation. I won't know until it all the dust settles on everything on that, because I could cash out at $150. I'll be well happy. I'll be like, yes, I've made like $3.5 grand profit out of that whole transaction. Or, well, I could do that, think I've gained, but then Bitcoin Anonymous might come out and, you know, it's only worth, oh, it could be worth like $3 a coin. $3,000 a coin. And I'll think, shit, I could have had 33 of them. I would have had, I would have had like 30,000. So yeah, it's, you know, until the dust settles, you're never going to know. And I suppose the same with Z Classic in the first place with it. You know, people were talking about Bitcoin private being worth $500 off the bat. And, you know, I was thinking, oh, and I'm buying it for $100 a coin. Yeah, bloody hell. Obviously, it didn't work out for me. So, obviously, I hope you guys are watching this and taking note of what I'm doing so you can avoid making similar mistakes. Don't buy coins when they're at their all-time high. You want to be buying on days like today. Everything's down 15% in the last 24 hours. It was down 10% yesterday. So you're talking about cryptocurrency being down at least sort of 20 to 25% in the last couple of days. So I would say it's really hard actually, but I'm going to say try and hold off until we see what happens on Sunday. Sunday typically is a dip day. Now, if we have the normal Sunday dip on top of already these last 3 days of dip, you know, some of the coins out there are going to be bargains. And then obviously starting from Monday, Tuesday, we're going to have this big influx. We assume, this is assumptions, and again, not financial advice. If there is a big influxion of cash being put into the cryptocurrency over the next week or two, Wisebit says, I've lost $1,300. I feel for you, brother. I'm in the same position. Vincent says, you looks worried. Just relax and not FOMO. No, I'm not. I'm not worrying. I just I had to title the video saying it couldn't just be Glenn sits on sofa. So I just thought, well, my portfolio, I've lost $1,000. Glad I bought ICX. ICX is still green. There probably is. I haven't got my laptop, so I can't even check. I should get my laptop back. Hopefully the insurance will sort it out and I'll get one back within the next week. I was being one of them typical knobhead guys, and I was like, I use my laptop for work, I need it back ASAP. And they were like, oh, okay, what sort of work? I went, well, actually, it's YouTube videos. I make YouTube videos. I need to do it. Why no laptop? My daughter actually spelt some green paint on it. Tried to clear it up, but it started glitching the other day when I did a live video. People said they couldn't hear me, so I assumed the microphone went in it, and now it just won't turn on at all. So it was a £2,000 MacBook Pro, had the highest specs. I bought it last year, so I've claimed on the content insurance that hopefully they said they're either going to give me a replacement, same like spec laptop, or they'll just give me a cash settlement and then I have to go to a shop and buy one. So I'm keeping my eye out for ones now, in case a decent deal comes up. But yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe Windows, baby. No, I don't think I could. Honestly, I don't think I could go back. I'm probably with the money. I was thinking, oh, what should I do with it? If I get £2,000, should I put £2,000 in cryptocurrency? If I get it just before everyone gets in, like, it could go up. But then I thought, oh, I could lose 50% of it. And then I think, oh, I could have bought a laptop with that. Plus, I need a laptop to do videos for you guys. Your holds for 2018, Glenn. That's really difficult to say, actually. Any YouTuber or any investor that says to you, oh yeah, this is the best coin to hold for this year, they're just plucking it out of thin air. It's literally just a gamble. So try and take whatever you hear or read with a pinch of salt, if you have that phrase where you're from, because there's so many. Even the other day when I was doing a video about people saying Bitcoin going up to 78,000, you look at that where it is now, and you're talking about a 7 to 8 times gain, if that was to happen, if. But then on the flip side of that, if Bitcoin was going up 800%, you've got to imagine most of the other coins are going to follow suit. And remember, this is the point that I've realised. It's sort of like a light bulb moment that happened in my head within a week, and you guys have seen my thought process. You've known what I've been thinking as I go along. We're in a speculative market. You're not trading on good projects and stuff like that. Eventually, over a long period of time, that is the best way to invest. If you like, say, like Ethos, the app that's coming out, I think I think that's a really good project. It's been down the last couple of days, but I think that's, if you go back and watch one of my older videos, I clearly said whoever develops an app on iPhone and Android that is super easy, like I could literally give it to my wife and say, get involved in crypto, and if she can figure it out, boom, that's mass adoption. I don't think it should be called Ethos. I think it should have a catchier name than that. Oh, someone's knocking at the door. Hang on, bear with me a second, guys. Hello. Go on, mate.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Yeah, whoever can create an app that is really super easy to use, then they're gonna make a mint. I mean, we look at Coinbase. Coinbase is probably the closest thing we've got, and they keep releasing, like, Coinbase has made $4 billion this week or something, some ridiculous figures, and there's loads of investors are saying, like, this new thing that's just come out, bearing in mind it's such a small market, they're making more profit than, like, the Nasdaq and stuff like that. It's mental. So it just proves that it can be done. And I've always said that whoever develops an app, super easy to use, you can just literally buy cryptocurrency and cash back out so easily. Everyone that I know would just hold some just in case. So they would all jump in on this app, they would all put in £100 or dollars just to buy some Bitcoin and just hold it in this wallet that they've got on their phone. I'm sure everyone would. So I think that's going to be a big thing, Ethos. But anyway, they're down. They're down the last couple of days. So what's up? You know, you have to look at projects like Tron, OX, what's that other one? EOS, what's that? EOS, yeah, EOS. Projects like that, I don't know if they're going to succeed, but they're up. So you have to, you're in a speculative market. So you have to look at projects that, and I just recently done a video. You guys will see it. I've set it so it releases on tomorrow, I believe. Litecoin. And my main point from Litecoin is that, obviously I won't go into what I've said in the video, but the main point I've realized, Litecoin does exactly what we all want. We all want Bitcoin to be fast, cheap, and accepted everywhere. That really, innit? That's basically what we want. Litecoin does that, and I know it's not accepted everywhere, but they're working on that. That's the next stage. They're working on Light Pay and you know, debit cards and merchant adoption. They're working on that, and to me, Litecoin's doing exactly what it's set out to do, and it's doing what people want. But why doesn't Litecoin go up 40% in a day? Why doesn't Litecoin pump as hard as the others? And it's made me realise that the reason that it doesn't pump like that is because it is a finished, not a finished project, but it does exactly what it said it was going to do. Some of these other projects, let's just say like EOS, which I do believe in, and I have a holding on. I actually hold, someone asked me actually, you said, what's your picks for 2018? EOS is definitely one to look out for. It's really opened my mind to what it could be. Currently it's worth, I can't remember. Everything's gone down today. I can't remember. It's probably worth half of what I think it is. But I bought about $800 worth of EOS. So I believe in it. You know, I think EOS is going to be a good project. EOS also doesn't have a working product like Litecoin. Yeah, and this is my point. This is where I'm trying to get to. Who was that who just said that? Adela. This is my point. You're in a speculative game. You have to invest not in projects that are working, not in projects that are doing what they set out to do and they're finished. You're investing in projects that haven't set up yet, that you think maybe one day they're going to have a really cool project. And that's what I've learned. I've learned that actually, if you want to make money on a daily basis, obviously over a long period of time, I still believe Bitcoin is the one to hold on to. But short term, you have to invest in projects that have cool keywords, airdrop, exchanges, joining exchanges. Pumps are made on when coins join different exchanges. That seems to be the biggest pump. When they have an airdrop, when their ICO finishes, hard forks, I'm thinking of some of the other things. Crowd sales, ONT, OX, two great coins. What are some of the other things? I can't remember. Just really cool marketing. If you can invest in a coin that has those things, you're probably going to get a 20 to 40% gain within a day, 2 days. And if you can cash out and then pick the next coin that's going to do that. Coins that have a low market cap, like coins that are worth 10 cents or coins that are worth 1 cent, they're the ones that have 100% gain, because all they do is they go from worth being 1 cent to 2 cents. That's 100% gain. You got $1,000 in that. You've got $2,000, even though it's only gone up 1 cent, which I know if anyone's in stocks or shares, they understand this completely, and they might be thinking, Glenn, you're an idiot. But you've got to remember, I'm from a background of no stocks and shares experience at all. I'm not used to investing in anything speculative, apart from gambling. I'm supposed to be quite a big gambler, and really you just speculate that you think 8's going to come out on the roulette table. But yeah, it's made me open my eyes a bit, and it does make me think. In short term, a lot of people seem to have this mentality of Just buy Bitcoin and hold Bitcoin. That's it. Just hodl, 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 hodl. Hold on to Bitcoin. Obviously, I'm in the game of trying to accumulate more Bitcoin. How do you do that? If Bitcoin's not going up the fastest in terms of value, if something else is going up in value quicker, to say Z Classic, let's say Z Classic, if it goes up to, it's currently worth $15. Let's say it goes up to $150 in the next 3 months. That is a, what's that, 10 times gain. I'm only speculating that it'll go up, but that's the game we're in. It's going to go up 10 times. Is Bitcoin going to go up 10 times in the next 3 or 4 months? Very unlikely. It might double. It might go from 8,000 to 16,000. I believe that. But that's only a one-time gain, if you like. You know, it's doubling in price, or 2 times. I don't know. I'm not sure how these, you know, times work. But anyway, we're looking at Z Classic being worth 10 times. That means I've also, if I was to trade that Z Classic for Bitcoin, I would gain 10 times the amount, or if you minus off the 1 or 2 times that Bitcoin's gone up by, I'm gaining 8 times the amount of Bitcoin than I would have done if I just hodled. That's where I'm trying, that's what I'm trying to achieve. So really sort of looking at speculative trading seems to be the new mining. And obviously as mining becomes more and more expensive and more harder to get involved in, this is going to be the only way that an average Joe person is going to be able to accumulate more Bitcoin. And I think that will maybe go on for quite a while, because, you know, people will be getting involved in Litecoin when it's $500. They'll have to buy that, hope that, like a bit like, I suppose, if you was buying British pounds versus US dollars and you were hoping one went up. I noticed the other day the exchange rate for British pounds to US dollars was at 1.41. When I went to Florida at the beginning of this year, it was at 1.31, and I thought, God, oh, you know, that's a 10% gain. If you'd bought $1,000 and then cashed it back for, oh no, sorry, yeah, and then cashed it back out, you would have gained 10% of your money. Obviously, in crypto, that seems very little, doesn't it? Significant. I could probably, well, I say that, I probably can't. I could probably gain, well, I might do with that rep. We'll see. Will I gain 10% just today? not over the course of 4 months, 5 months, but today, will I gain 10% from that investment? I won't know that. I'll post it in the Telegram group chat later on today, so you guys will have the answer to that later on today. There's 11 people watching, but only 3 thumbs up. What's up with that? Come on, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Unfortunately, for the next week or 2, my videos are going to be like this, because I've only got my mobile phone to record live videos from. But I hope you guys don't mind that too much. It gives me a bit more freedom to just go live whenever. I can literally, with my laptop and stuff, I have to be in the right place at the right time. Like, you know, if me and my wife go out, obviously can't do a video. If I'm out all day, can't do a video. If I have to wait until we're home, kids are in bed, then I read what's happened for today. I make sure I'm up to date with Telegram, Twitter. I read whatever's news stories that I think worthy talking about. Watch some YouTube videos. Then I go out to the shed, and then I record a live video. With obviously doing it just on my phone, me and my wife could be out now, and I could say, oh babe, I'm just gonna go around the corner for 10 minutes, and I could do a live video. Are you traded on your phone? Yeah, I did the trade this morning on my phone through Binance, and it was shit. It was really shit to do that. So yeah, that's it really, guys. I think I've said more than I needed to say, I suppose. But what are your guys' thoughts? If you've watched this all the way to the end, thank you for being there. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to click the subscribe button. What do you guys think about this weekend? We're heading into the consensus run up. Coins seem to be down over the last 2 days. Are we going to have a bad weekend, a dip week? I say bad, it's good. You know, if you're looking to buy, it's an awesome week. You know, that's when you want to buy it. And like I was the other day, yeah, a few weeks ago, I was thinking, please let there be a dip day, please, because I want to, you know, I had like 1,000 fiat money and I wanted to put in, but on days where you have all your fiat into cryptocurrency and it's all down, you're like, oh fuck. After consensus, boom, it happens all the time. Right now is the best time to buy. Well, when you say this time, yeah, today is a good time to buy because it's at a dip already. Can you get the perfect bottom? It's very difficult. So I don't know. Sunday maybe. I'd say probably Sunday evening or Sunday midday. I'd say midday seems to be the best time. I reckon that is going to be probably the bottom of where we're going to be for the next few months. So if you want to buy any cryptocurrency, if there's any coin that you think, do you know what, I think that's going to have a good year this year, I think Sunday is the time to do it. Now this what I've just said may be completely wrong. Again, it's not financial advice, because it's going to be slightly different. We've got this consensus thing happening next week, so maybe everyone's going to think the same thing. Oh, I better buy now, you know, and more people buy in, the more it goes up. So this weekend's slightly different. Generally, Sunday/Monday, them 2 days, between those 2 days tend to be the peak time to pick up a decent amount of cryptocurrency at its cheapest value. So I'll be keeping a very close eye this weekend. I'll try and do another live video tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Saturday? No, I won't tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm at Legoland. It's my wife's birthday and she wants to take the kids all Legoland. Lost 8k. Sorry to hear that. So obviously there's me moaning about losing 1k. Don't look till Tuesday. We'll see. We shall see. I said in the Telegram group, look, it's a bit unusual that everyone seems to be saying the same thing. Cryptocurrency is going to go up, you know, once consensus starts, or you know, this is going to be the start of a bull run, and Bitcoin's going to go up to this much. Everyone is saying that. Every single person is saying that. That makes me think the opposite is going to happen, because whenever I'm pretty sure something's going to happen, like through research and what I've listening to other people, I normally get stung. So I don't know, it's just a little niggle in my mind. If everyone's saying it will go up, something in my mind is saying it will go down. I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to refer back to this video in a couple of days' time and say, yeah, I knew it. I said the other day this would happen. So we'll see. But that's enough from me, guys. I've been chatting for 42 minutes. Thanks for joining me on this journey. Thank you for all the likes, all the subscribes. We've all been here and it always bounces back. And when everyone is running by, yep, I'm down 1k at the moment too. What goes down must come up. It's the other way around actually. What goes up must come down by the law of gravity. So let's hope for a better next week. But if there's any coins that you want to invest in, I would highly recommend, or I'm not going to say that, highly recommend. I'm going to say, how can I word it nicely? It's my opinion that would be the best time to buy that coin. That sounds good, doesn't it? So I would say get involved now, not financial advice. Over the course of this weekend, keep an eye on your favorite coins or your favorite projects. Wait until you feel like, whoa, it's at a low price, and then obviously hold on to it for the next 3 or 4 months, because I believe they will fly, as we'll see. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you probably Sunday. Bye.